Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading. So this series I am using the Tattoo Tarot and I'm using the African Tarot. This is by Victoria Iva. Oh, and this is done by Mega Munden, a beautiful deck. And this is the Oracle deck called Talisman Oracle. And it's by Nora Pascaleva. So this series, I'm doing something a little different in that I'm drawing the Oracle card first, and then we are going to work with the energies of the Oracle card using the tarot to further dive into the message, to the energies. So this reading is for Taurus, and you may or may not have a placement in Taurus, and that is quite all right. You do, if you don't have a planet or the moon or, the rising in Taurus, you do have a house that is in Taurus, and the house system allows us to express all of the zodiacal signs using the system of houses. Ooh, knowledge. Okay, I haven't had this one yet. That's cool. All right, so even if you don't, like I said, you don't have a planet in the sign of Taurus, you do have a house in the sign of Taurus. And if you're interested to know what house is in Taurus, you can run a birth chart. There's a link all the way down at the bottom of the description, and it will, you can pull your birth chart using your birth information. Okay, so we have knowledge, and I will read what Nora Pascaleva has to say about that. And the idea behind this deck is to meditate or focus your energy on the card so that you can bring about that energy in your life. And that's why I held it up for so long. I've been doing this. And so I forgot to mention. And there is also a sigil. Look, right in the middle of the book, she has, it's called Talisman Oracle, but I believe she's calling these sigils talismans, or perhaps she's referring to the card. I'm not quite sure. Anyhow, she has sigils that she has drawn for these cards, and she's imbued her energy, the energy of the card, into this sigil. And so the idea is to meditate and to call forth on this energy by focusing on the sigil, by focusing on the art of the card. So if you'd like to meditate on that, scroll back a little bit and hit pause and feel free to meditate. Okay, knowledge is a powerful tool that can open the doors to opportunities and freedom. It is an ongoing process to better ourselves and grow. It takes courage and strength to admit when we don't understand something and when we need to ask for more information. Our doubt is not a final destination. We can turn anything into a willingness to grow and evolve, or to change our circumstances. Following this path of learning can bring fulfillment and confidence that there is a solution to every problem. We can detect enthusiasm and hope for a brighter future because we own the power of mastering ourselves. Use this card when you seek educational opportunities, when studying for exams, conducting research, or when you are looking for a breakthrough in an academic field. Imagine the lamp growing brighter over the book. The pages start turning, and the light shines on just the right paragraph that you need. The smell of the fresh bouquet brings a sense of hope and brightens the mood. Oh, yes, that is the flowers. I seek knowledge. That is the mantra. All right, Taurus. So now we're going to pull some tarot cards to see what sort of guidance the tarot can give us in regards to seeking knowledge, to obtaining knowledge. Perhaps you might be in the process of going through schooling or reading a book or learning of a new system, a new discipline, a new subject. I know I have embarked on studying Jung and also the Hermeticism. I bought the Golden Dawn book, which is huge, by Israel Regardie, and of course, it's been edited and all of that. So it's not the original works by Israel Regardie, but I believe Robert Place. Yeah, I think Robert Place did the editing and, you know, kind of put it into more of a usable language. So I'm like, I like 0.5% into the book, but it's just going to be an ongoing thing, and it's going to take me years to fully read it and digest it. So, all right. Let me do one more shuffle. And now I will pull the 3 cards. Actually, I want to split it. I don't know. Oh, that almost flew onto the floor. I don't know why. I feel, did I split it already? I don't. I don't remember. Okay. All right, Taurus, here are your cards. We have Judgment in reverse. I need to make sure these are going to be in frame. Queen of Coins. And the High Priestess. Wow, okay. So 2 major arcana. Then we've got the Queen of Coins, which is Water of Earth. And Queen of Coins usually gives me like Empress vibes, okay? Creation, taking care of things, motherly. High Priestess is all about going within and understanding oneself. It's about intuition and really knowing yourself, who you are, and just sort of diving deep down within the self, the psyche, if you will, and being able to trust yourself and being able to know when you need to do something, and to have that I guess that knowledge of trusting yourself, of doing as your intuition guides you. And then we have Judgment here. And, you know, Judgment is like an awakening, right? But I like to read this card as a couple of steps before the actual awakening, rebirth, I guess. But this card shows an angel, you know, blowing his trumpet, and people are rising from the dead to get a second chance. But before we get to that, you've got to make it a point to really understand and know that you are going in the right direction for this rebirth. Otherwise, you're not going to rise. So I like to read this card as a precursor to the rise, and in that, knowing that all that you're doing right now is in line with your morals, in line with your goals, so that you can rise in the end when that angel comes to blow his horn, his trumpet. Okay, so I'm going to pull the rest of your cards because the message is not fully coming through yet. And usually it's a little bit more difficult when we have some major arcana up here. Reason being that the major arcanas encompass so much. It's more of a wide variety of energy. It's such a big thing. The Queen of Coins here, yes, that is a little easier to read, but what exactly is she nurturing? What exactly is she taking care of? So let's see. Lots of shuffling for you today, Taurus. You know, I love to shuffle, and usually I get a feeling of needing to stop. Not quite there yet, so let me keep going. YouTube has this cool little thing where you long press on the screen and you can fast forward a little bit. So if you don't like this shuffling. All right, I think I'm done. All right, Taurus. So we've got the 2 of Cups in reverse, water energy, 8 of Spears in reverse. The Spears is the air suit. Then we've got the Emperor down here. Ace of Spears in reverse, Seven of Discs in reverse, and Six of Wands in reverse. King of Discs in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and the Page of Wands in reverse. The only card that is not reversed over here is your Emperor. Let me switch your view so you can see your beautiful spread. I don't know, will this show? Can't really see the title down there, so I'm going to lift all these up. This is I think this is my Virgo here, where I like everything to be lined up and touching, and I just like it. I do. Okay. So let me sit on this for a bit. Oh, we do have the Magician over here. He's in reverse, though. Oh, I said everything was in reverse except for our Emperor. And our major energies up here. So let's see how we're going to read that. Okay. So it's looking like, Taurus, that there needs to be a taking inventory, taking stock is what I usually say. And because of this Judgment card being in reverse, there are some things that are possibly going on in your life that need a recalibration. And I think what this knowledge here is trying to convey, along with this High Priestess here, is that you really need to understand what is happening in your life, on a level of more than just the surface. The High Priestess here really wants you to dig deep within yourself, within your soul, within your spirit, to really understand what it is that you want out of life, and how you're going to do that. We have the Magician in reverse, which he can be a trickster in his reversed position, but I'm not getting trickster vibes here. I'm more getting the fact that there is a blockage of manifestation on your part. The King of Discs here, heir of Earth, there's just not a lot of planning on how you can bring forth the ideas that you have. You don't have, you're not manifesting in the way that you're not manifesting to the best of your abilities. And I feel like with our Page of Wands being in reverse, that that you're just not putting in that effort that you really need to put into it. You're not putting in the effort. You're not putting in the desire to try to figure out what exactly it is that you need to do. And it might be that you're just a little, you don't really have a direction in how you want to do that. Like, you don't have a plan. Our two air cards here are in reverse. Well, everything's in reverse. And you don't really have a plan, and you don't have a connection to your plan. And what I'm seeing here basically is the High Priestess, the Queen of Coins. These two are working together, in that you really need to find what it is within you that makes you want to take care of something, to bring something into fruition, to breathe life into something. Okay. because it really kind of seems like your energy is just expended in different areas of your life, and it's not really focused. One thing I do see that I think is great here is that we have the Emperor. So I see that you have the abilities to do all of this. You have that you're capable of doing it. It's just that there is something that is keeping you from doing that. And the High Priestess here is wanting you to figure out what it is. Let's see if I can see what it is. I kind of feel like there might be some mind games that you're playing with yourself. There might be some inner dialogue that you're telling yourself that maybe you're not actually worthy of this, or that you're incapable of doing something that you want to do. And so it feels like you're starting projects, but you kind of stop even before you even kind of get started. And I think the reason is because you have, not only do you not have like a real plan, but the reason why you don't have this plan is because you have like this mental dialogue going on in your head that you can't do it, that you're not worthy of it. And so you start creating a story that coincides with that idea that you can't do it, and then you start believing that story, so you kind of give up on things. And so what I see here, what really needs to happen is, not only do you need to conquer that ideal that you're not worthy and that you don't deserve that type of thing, but you take comfort in the fact that you have the capabilities of bringing something into this reality. The Emperor is a great architect. He is a person who is a leader. He takes control. He's able to direct, and almost like the magician here in kind of a way. But whereas the magician is more about manifesting and working with raw materials to sort of bloom something out of midair, the Emperor here works with the tools that he has. He works with the resources that he has, and he starts building those, using those real things and he starts building them into bigger things, using raw materials. No, that's not what it is. Using what he has from his environment to make his environment flourish. Okay. And that is using, maybe relationships. That's working with other people. That's directing other people. That's, being able to obtain the necessary resources that you need to build. So I see that you have this innate ability to do that, the innate ability to project manage, to build something worthwhile. However, with this mental stuff that's going on here, it's hindering that process. So like I said, this High Priestess here, she wants you to really go deep inside and really know thyself, understand yourself. Where is this inner dialogue coming from, and how can you conquer that? When you understand where it's coming from, and you understand why it pops up, you'll be able to notice it when it pops up, and you'll be able to deal with it right then and there. And so that's what the High Priestess is asking you to do, is to really understand why you have those mental blocks. And then once you get that taken care of, you'll be able to spot those times in which your that inner dialogue is keeping you from manifesting, and you'll be able to nip it right in the bud. You'll be able to be like, okay, that is just my shadow talking, and I'm going to give my shadow a hug and kiss and tell him thank you very much for watching out for me, but I'm going to do this anyway because I am fully capable of building this. I'm fully capable of bringing this into fruition. And I think and once you get that under control, you'll be able to start manifesting those things that you have kind of on deck, that you're ready to work on. We've got this Page of Wands here in reverse. And this basically is telling me that you are ready to do this stuff. You want to do this stuff, okay? And I can tell that you want to do it because of all these projects that you're starting but are losing steam. And with the Page of Wands here, he's very curious and he wants to get in there and start going and start working and put all his energies and all his thoughts into it. Kind of like, you know, a child when they get a new toy. They always want to play with that one single toy because it's new, it's fun, it's exciting. And that's what I see here. This energy is within you, but it's being suppressed by this inner dialogue. And so up here, we really need to take stock in what it is that we're doing. And since it's not in line with our goals and where we want to be, then we need to make some changes. And so the High Priestess is wanting us to work with our inner desires, our inner selves, our abilities to nurture something and decide what it is that's important to us and decide what it is that we want to grow and work from there. Okay, but it's all going to start from getting that inner dialogue in check. And then I think, and then you'll see that the pieces will start fitting together, and they'll start, you'll see your path begin to illuminate, and you'll start moving forward. So just remember, you have this Emperor energy here that is, you're fully capable of it. You just need to know that. You need to know that you can do it. All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Take care.